Good morning, everyone. Today is the 2nd of March. It's Thursday morning. I hope you all are having a good week. You know, the Bible has a lot to say about pride. Pride. And we all struggle with pride, do we not? You know, we're so concerned about what we wear, what we put on, who we associate with, you know, our social status, who we're accepted by, you know, where we went to college, what we drive, where we live. All of those things are nothing but pride. In Isaiah, the 16th chapter, it talks about Moab's pride. It says, "We have heard of the pride of Moab. He is very proud, even of his haughtiness and his pride and his wrath, but he lies. His lies shall not be so." Jeremiah talks about Moab and his loftiness and his arrogancy and his pride and the haughtiness of his heart. Jeremiah 48:29. There seems to be a connection between pride and all of these other things, you know. Mark 7:22 says that covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, evil eye, blasphemy, pride, and foolishness. And in Proverbs 13:10 we're told that only by pride cometh contention, but with the well advised is wisdom. Only with pride comes contention. Isn't that interesting? Pride goes before destruction, and the haughty spirit before a fall. Therefore pride compassed them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Psalm 73:6. Proverbs 11:2, when pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. Proverbs 29:23, a man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble in spirit. Psalm 10:2, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor, let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Well, there's so many passages. In fact, if you do a word study on pride in the Authorized King James Version of the Bible, you'll see that it's mentioned 46 times, 2 pages of scriptures. You know, Psalm 10:4, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts. You know, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Obadiah 1:3. Well, we need to take notice of our own pride. The fear of the Lord is to hate pride. Psalm 8:13. And arrogancy. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride, and arrogancy, and the evil way, and the froward mouth do I hate. Have you ever met someone that wants to let you know how intelligent they are? You know, how smart they are? You know, how long they've been in ministry? How large of a library they have? How well studied they are? How that no one else has the truth but them? This is nothing but pride, folks. That's what it is. And we need to be aware of the fact that we all struggle with it. You know. And I think that even today, you know, we need to caution against the exaltation of the creature. It's real easy to lift or exalt one person up above another, put them on a pedestal, put ourselves up on a pedestal, you know. I've often said that, you know, that man wants to make himself the potter and God the clay. And yeah, we have to I want to say hello to Preterish Keemer and Asaph Kershid this morning. Glad you were able to join us. And anyone else that hears this message, may the good Lord be with you today in a special way. But we need to guard against pride. You know, why are we told not to take on all these titles? Call no man reverend. Call no man father on the earth. Call no man you know, master. Master's college, right? Or, you know, whatever. That's kind of what's been on my mind this morning. A lot of people want to let you know how much they understand Greek, how much they understand Hebrew, how much they understand Aramaic, how much they study the Bible. Look, you could have nothing unless God had given it to you. It all comes from God. The wisdom of this world is foolishness. And I've often said that the older I get, the more I realize how little I do know. There's also such a thing as false humility too. People trying to act like they're humble. I've met people like that. You know, it's called a false piety. Come across being real humble. There are many things that I don't understand, but this one thing I do know. I know Christ, who has the world in the palm of his hand. I may not know much about physics or chemistry. I may not know much about electronics or electricity, but I know the one who stills the wind and calms the sea. Kershid, I'm not too much on Messenger. I don't do too much on Messenger. But you're welcome to share anything that I put out with your college students. I would love for them to be able to share in the gospel. Again, I point you to sermon audio /house church, sermonaudio.com /house church. And you can use that as a resource for your college students if you want to. It's sermonaudio/house church. I may not know Hebrew or Greek or quadratic equations, but I do know the one who gave me eternal salvation. I may not know important people or celebrities, but I know the one who created them as well as you and me. I may not know economics or how to get wealth, but I do know the one who grants spiritual health. I may not know false science and heliocentricity, but I do know the one who shed his blood on Calvary for me. I may not know Latin, French, or Portuguese, but I do know the one who made the stars and the trees. In 6 days, too, by the way. Not in millions and millions of years. I may not know medicine, herbs, and plants, but I do know the one to me who forgiveness grants. So if you think you're wise in all worldly things, only Christ can bring knowledge the world cannot bring. Well, I'm thankful that God has created all things. I'm glad that He is omniscient, omnipotent. He's the Alpha, He's the Omega, He's the beginning, He's the end. And He is our only source for life. Eternal life is in the Son and His precious blood that He shed for His people on the cruel and rugged cross of Calvary. Well, I hope the Lord goes with you today in a special way, and let us remember to come against pride and haughtiness. God bless.